everyone, it's Concat. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So I'm so sorry I took some time off. I didn't post for a while on the YouTube channel. I think it's literally been like a little over a week, like maybe a week and a day or something. But anyways, I basically caught everybody up on the Legacy Challenge finally. So I was like, you know what, girl, I'm just gonna chill for a bit. I will be streaming again on Sunday, by the way, over on Twitch. So we will be resuming our Legacy Challenge. For those of you who don't know, just real quick, I've been doing a challenge over on Twitch for a very long time. Unfortunately, I wasn't posting the videos as quick as I should have over here on YouTube. So when people would watch the Legacy Challenge and then tune into the stream over on Twitch, it would be like literally generations apart and people wouldn't know what was going on and were confused. So I felt bad. So I took a break from streaming and I just focused on uploading the Legacy Challenge parts, and I have finally caught everybody up. So I will be going live this Sunday over on Twitch. So make sure you guys follow me, turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live, and also join my Discord for more announcements. But anyways, yeah, so I haven't posted here in like a week, so I'm sorry about that, but we're back, and we are back with a speed build today with a really ugly and nasty, disgusting house, according to, you know, another YouTuber on here, another Sims 3 YouTuber, and I'm talking about CJ Plays. I'm talking about CJ Plays, okay? I'm kidding, by the way. Imagine me and CJ actually had beef. That would be iconic, but no, we don't have beef. He didn't call my house ugly. I mean, he kind of did though, but not really. It's supposed to be ugly. So let me explain. So for those of you who don't know who CJ is, what on earth are you doing? Go to the description box down below and go follow him on his YouTube channel. He posts videos on YouTube and he also streams on Twitch. And speaking about Twitch, that is where this whole video comes in. So for those of you who are not familiar with Twitch, Twitch is a streaming platform, which is where I will be streaming. By the way, I don't like streaming here on YouTube because in my opinion, it's just kind of ugly. Sorry. I love Twitch. It's just very interactive. It's very fun. And the reason why we are actually building this house is because over on Twitch, there is a feature where you can earn points. You earn these points just by following somebody and literally just watching their stream. You don't even have to chat. You don't even have to interact with the stream. You just earn these points by simply watching. And by the way, these points are fake currency. It's not real. You don't have to pay any money to earn these points. But what you can do with these points is basically these streamers will have different rewards or redeems that you can spend your points on. So for example, some of my redeems are save the game for 100 points, drink some water for 300 points. One of my biggest rewards is pick the next heir for 50,000 points, which it's been redeemed, by the way. I know it's expensive, but like people are serious about their points. It's very fun. It's very interactive. But yeah, that's probably my biggest redeem, I think. No, I might have another one, but anyways. And basically, I love watching CJ. He's honestly one of my favorite creators. And actually, when I started doing content, Sims 3 content in specific, and I started streaming it and all that stuff, he joined, and his username on Twitch is different than it is on YouTube. His Twitch username is Seekingly, and he was literally in my stream one day, and I was like, oh my god, wait, Seekingly is CJ Plays on Twitch? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's iconic. But anyways, yeah. So long story short, I'm usually always hanging out in CJ's stream at the end of the day when I'm winding down, and I've earned a lot of points. So one of CJ's redeems with these points is fix my build, CJ, for 90,000 points. And guess what? I earned 90,000 points. So I redeemed it. And basically what this redeem is his description says CJ will try, in quotation marks, to fix your build on stream, which, by the way, he asked me, like, do you want me to do it on a stream or a video? And I was like, you can do whatever you want. I really wasn't like, you know, I'm not strict on anything. So I was like, just do you, whatever you want to do. And he decided to do a video. So for those of you who do watch him already here on YouTube, you will probably recognize this house. So this speed build is basically just me making this abandoned, scary looking house. I really didn't have like a particular build that I needed fixed for CJ when I redeemed this. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build a spooky house for him to, you know, fix up for me. So that's exactly what I did. And that's what this speed build is. So a couple of things about the house. I will tell you guys like kind of the story behind it in just a sec, but we do have 3 floors in the house. We have the first floor with the living room, dining room, and a very small kitchen, which, by the way, I love what CJ ended up doing with the kitchen. I like how it turned out after he renovated it. And I will be leaving his video down below in the description box. So make sure you guys go check that out after watching this one. So that's the downstairs, and in the middle floor we have 2 bedrooms, which are actually pretty decently sized, as well as a small bathroom. And we also have like a little closet slash ladder room that takes you up to the third floor, which is the attic. I actually really like the size of this house. I feel like it's not too big, it's not too small. The rooms aren't like super tiny either, so there is room to work with when it comes to like decorating and stuff like that. So the house has potential, but you know, I made it abandoned, so it doesn't look the cutest that it can be looking. But talking about abandoned, so the story behind this house, I kind of thought in my head like maybe once upon a time Sims used to live here. The house was very nice, very cute, you know, very vintage looking. And I don't know, maybe these Sims had like 2 kids, they went off to college and they didn't want to come back to, you know, the country, because I feel like this house would be in like the countryside or a more rural area. Maybe the kids didn't want to come back here. They were like, girl, I don't want to live there anymore. I want to live in the city. So the parents ended up, you know, dying off. I don't freaking know, girl. It's dark. But anyways, they left the house. They put it up on the market and then nobody really wanted it. So it just kind of sat here for a while. Nobody really believed in the house. They were like, girl, that's too much work to renovate. That's too much money. Until one day a Sim named CJ Plays came over here and he was like, yep, this house will work for me. But anyways, in the meantime, while the house was abandoned, I feel like some teenagers broke in here and they started doing some really weird stuff, you know, like, and by weird, I mean demonic. So in the attic, there is something spooky going on. But honestly, it's kind of my favorite part of the house. It's actually very scary. I don't know why I ended up doing that. It just kind of happened, but I'm a fan. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan because really when I go through the house, it reminds me of my childhood. Nostalgia is everything, sis. And right here, this house reminds me of scary times, and it reminds me of being spooked as a kid when ghosts were real. And I'm just crazy. Woo-hoo.
But yeah, so my intention with that was actually to throw CJ off. Which I think worked. And actually, I also think it inspired him in a really weird way. You'll have to go and watch his video to, you know, really understand, you know, how that inspired him. But anyways, yeah, the attic is very spoopy. It's very scary up here. But I don't know, I kind of like it. It's kind of realistic because you know what? In real life, people do be breaking into abandoned places and they're doing weird things, girl. They are doing weird freaking things. So anyways, but yeah, love the attic. Super cute. One of my favorite rooms. But this build, it was a lot of fun because I really didn't have to be too picky with anything. I was just kind of having fun with it. It's abandoned, girl. It can look as ugly as I want it to, which I love. And it's also where the create a style tool comes in clutch. I know people say, girl, it's laggy. It's too overwhelming. There's too many options, but like, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing that there's too many options because look at the type of builds that we can make in The Sims 3. It's so fun. It really is so fun. I love the creator style tool. It does lag my game too, don't get me wrong. But like, girl, this is a cute build. Cute in like an ugly way, you know, like it's supposed to be ugly. But you sell it with the creator style tool. You really do sell the look. So I love it. I love the creator style tool. This was so much fun. I was just having fun. I really didn't have to think too hard about stuff other than just making it look ugly and abandoned. And that's exactly what I did. All right, so here we are now decorating the kitchen, and I'm actually going to go ahead and take back what I said about the attic being my favorite room. The kitchen is definitely my favorite room. I just remembered, you know, what the kitchen looks like, what it ended up looking like, because, you know, it has been a little bit since I did this build, so I really didn't remember. But now that I'm here and now that I'm remembering how this turned out, the kitchen is definitely my favorite. It's very scary, especially in game. You guys will see it in the screenshots because I ended up changing out the lighting. I took off all the Bug lights, by the way, ended up putting regular lighting. I made it dim, and just all the patterns and the layout of the kitchen, it just looks so spooky in game. So that's my favorite room. It has to be the kitchen. But yeah, you guys will see that. Make sure you stay tuned for the screenshots. So here we are doing the dining room really quickly. So in here, all I ended up doing was a table and 2 chairs and a candle. A candle that's black because again, there's dark magic in here, girl. It's scary. People are coming in here and doing demonic things. So anyways, that's all I did in the dining room. And by the way, the dining room actually turned out really big. So if any of you renovate this house, it would be kind of cool to see you guys flip the dining room and the living room. Here we are in the living room currently. But as you guys can see, the living room is kind of small. small. Now that I'm really looking at it, that would be kind of cool, you know, to flip it, just so that you have more room for the living room, which, by the way, if you guys want to give this renovation a go on your own, feel free to download the build. It will be in the description box down below for you guys to download. But yeah, I would love to see what you guys end up doing with this house on your own. Feel free to share the screenshots over on my Discord server. I would love to see how you renovate this house. But anyways, so the living room, again, very small. Feel free to flip it. Do whatever you want with this house if you do get it. But all I ended up putting in the living room was just 2 couches, and that was it. Here we are in the upstairs portion of the house, the second floor, I guess I should say. So this is the master bedroom where we're currently at. I did end up adding like this little small closet over here just because I had a nook and I didn't really know what to do with it. So that's what I ended up doing with that. And here is the smaller bedroom of the 2. And I just ended up putting 2 beds in here. I'd like to think that the Sims that lived here had twins and, you know, they were their kids or whatever. So I ended up putting 2 beds in there. They look rusty, nasty, old. And then here is the small bathroom on the second floor. This is the only bathroom, by the way, in this house, unfortunately. But anyways, it looks gross, girl. Like there is mildew, mold, undiscovered diseases, especially on the toilet. But I love it. I love the aesthetic. And then I found this thing in Bidybug, and I was like, yes, this house, it's just contaminated in here, you know, like you cannot come in. So the only people, again, the only Sims that come in here are literally just like the cult members, and that's it. So yeah, caution, this house is nasty as hell, girl. Back up. So here we are doing the, you know, demonic activity little shrine or whatever the heck you want to call it. Love that. It's honestly very iconic. I put some candles around him and he's just stunning, living his life being an iconic leader of his cult. The only thing that I said to CJ was, hey, here's my house that I need renovated. It really doesn't need that much. And yeah, just make it like a fun place for a nice family to live. And that was it. That's all I said to him. And then, you know, he went ahead and he did his thing. And I really love what he did to the house. So go watch this video if you haven't watched it yet. It will be in the description box down below. Again, if any of you want to attempt to renovate this house, the download will also be in the description box down below. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know by hitting the thumbs up for me, comment down below what you think of it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. And just a quick reminder, I will be going live again, my big return, I guess, over on Twitch on Sunday, which is literally tomorrow. So I hope to see some of you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching.